Hello, welcome back to Pump with Purpose. So I'm here popping on to talk to you about several great products by Legendairy Milk. So just in full disclaimer, full disclosure up front, I'm an affiliate of Legendairy Milk. If you visit my Linktree link in my bio, you will see Legendairy Milk. If you click the link, you can save 10%. So these items were all gifted to me. Just wanted to get that out there as well. I have the Legendairy Milk Nip Dip. I have the Legendairy Milk Sunflower Lecithin. I have the Silicone collection cups, and I have the nipple ruler. So I'm going to talk about each one of these. And so the nip dip here, let's talk about it. So this is it on the inside. Just want to make sure you get a good view of it. It is definitely light. It is not greasy. So if I rub my fingers together like this, it doesn't leave, it's not very greasy at all. Do you see that? Just light, light shine. Not greasy, not a heavy lubricant, not very oily by any means. So if you think that this type of nipple cream would work well for you, I highly recommend it. This is the Legendairy Milk Nip Dip. Legendairy Milk Sunflower Lecithin. So sunflower lecithin is great if you have clogs. I use it also for maintenance. So in the beginning, you can get clogs. It is definitely an item that I use in my emergency pumping bag of my gift of tricks when I give to other people that are expecting, that are close to me. Sunflower lecithin goes in the bag. I have a stocking now, so literally I highly recommend. It's a part of my pumping gift set that I love to give. It's something that goes in the closet, in the cabinet, or just people can leave in the bag and they can go when they're having issues. This is great for helping with clogs. It is also great for maintenance. As I was dropping pumps, I now use this daily to be able to assist with not getting clogs. It is always important to me. You can do a lot, but my worst fear, in my height of my first journey, I got about 40 to 45 ounces. In the height of my second journey, I've gotten between 50 and 55 ounces. I've never had mastitis a day in my life. I know that people say things about oversupply. There are ways to manage them. You should definitely talk to me or any lactation professional trained in it to be able to help manage it if oversupply is your goal. But there are, for me, things that I use that are way more important to me than getting mastitis. So I'd rather take a pill if I need to than get possibly hospitalized, fever, flu-like symptoms. It can be a detriment to your milk supply. So for me, I definitely go with, only as needed. That's me. But when you do need it, for me, it is absolutely instrumental to have in my journey. So this is a must-have that stays in my closet, that when I need it, at the beginning of my journey, as needed only. I mean, when I was regularly emptying every 3 hours, I didn't need anything because I was able to effectively and efficiently remove milk. When I felt like I was getting kind of cloggy, I would just pump. So if I felt before 3 hours I needed to pump, I didn't do anything else. But as I started dropping pumps at 12 weeks, this became more and more important for me. This is me. This is my journey. That's why I always recommend having a discussion with me to talk through those things, to talk through your journey, because your journey it's not even a may. It is different. It's different from every other person ever in this world, because it is your journey, and what works for you may not work for the next person. And so literally talking through, your pumping journey is always beneficial. The Legendairy Milk collection cups. So I've said this before. I have elastic nipples. I have used several other collection cups in the past. The Legendairy Milk collection cups are staying in the Pump with Purpose lineup. These are the only cups that I have gotten very close to my normal output from. I always recommend, before going out and buying those expensive pumps with the cups, get these first. Just invest in these, see how your body handles them, see how your body manages the cups, and then go and decide if you want to invest in a pump that's way more money that may not work for you. Cups, these cups are the only ones. It's silicone. On the inside, all of the rest of the cups that I found on the market without adding some type of cushion, that silicone is not silicone. This whole flange is silicone. I have a review on the silicone collection cups in my video, so please feel free to take a look for more detailed information. But in general, before stressing over it, when using a mobile type pump, you can remove it here, replace it with their wide tubing that will go into their pump. You can, then if you have a traditional pump, you can actually keep it just like this with their tubing. You just take out both of the traditional pump tubing like Spectra Motif, close up one of the ports, and then put this in the other one that's still open, and you can have a pump experience with cups first. I always recommend this first beforehand. Cups are just so tricky. I don't even recommend them before 12 weeks because if you are using them and you don't know, if every pump is so different depending because you're 12 weeks or less, that it may fluctuate. But after 12 weeks, usually at my 2 p.m. pump I get this amount. So if you use a cup and you don't get that amount or anywhere close to it, that the cup may not be effective for you. So this is why I always recommend investing in the Legendairy Milk cups first before investing in a pump that is cup based, and it's more money just to know how your body will respond to cups. Finally, I have a video about this. This is the Legendairy Milk nipple ruler. And if anyone were to ask me what my least favorite pumping topic is, it is flange fitting. I absolutely love the Legendairy Milk nipple ruler. This is a starting point. This is a topic that I always recommend booking a counseling session with me for. Period, point blank, hands down, stand behind it. I don't offer separate flange fittings, at a reduced price because it's just the flange fitting, because flange fitting is definitely an art and not a science. It is not, let me, give this nipple ruler to you, you purchase the nipple ruler and come to the session with it. Let's talk through it, but it's more than that. It's about comfort with it as well. It is about, depending on where you are in your journey, if you've already been using an incorrect size, your body may be used to it. So when you go to use the right size, you may get less milk because your body's like, what's going on? Only less nipples being pulled in. And so not that you should go and have more, but you have to understand that so much goes into it. Depending on the pump, depending on, what you're using, traditional flange versus cup versus a wearable pump, your flange sizing can be different depending on if you're using a cushion with it, depending if you're using a special flange like Lastic. It is literally so much that goes into it. And I want to empower my clients to be able to handle flange fitting throughout your journey, because flange sizing can change, because depending on how full you are, you may need a different size. I can't say this enough. I can't say enough that this is not a topic that I go into huge detail on in social media, because it is not a one size fits all. It's only a one size fits all. It is so much that goes into it based on the journey that just me telling you generally will not do you any justice. The general answer is definitely start with the nipple ruler. It is great before the consult if you have the nipple ruler already available, because if you don't, it's going to go on my list of recommendations to send to you to get. I teach how to use it, how to empower my clients. So I also don't want you contacting me every time, it changes a little bit. If I empower people on their journey in order to be able to effectively understand flange fitting in a way that every time, something isn't right, that there could be a course correction that's needed. If you're using a different pump, there could be a course correction that's needed. There could be a hack that's needed. There could be so much involved with going about flange fitting, because it is so instrumental to your pumping journey. I will leave it there on my nipple ruler, because I'll get off my soapbox, my whole soapbox, I'll get off and let you know Legendairy Milk is usually known in the past. A lot of people know them for their supplements. And yes, people use supplements. Yes, they do offer them, but they have so much more that they offer. Pumping spray, all kinds of items. It's just so much. They have inserts. I could just keep going on and on about Legendary Milk and all the products that they offer. So if you are interested, please visit my Linktree link in my bio. You will see Legendary Milk. Click the link to save 10%, but definitely look around, see what they have to offer. And if you're interested in anything, please feel free to purchase. If you want to talk with me through a session, feel free to book on my website as well. But I just wanted to let you know about the 4 items that I received as a gift from Legendary Milk. So again, until next time, we'll pump with purpose.